dancing in Bennett's window. You better get a partner and get in on the action, old man, or people will start looking for a price tag on that suit.
Well, as a matter of fact, I was thinking of doing just that. I wanted to speak to the hostess all night.
Oh, the hostess? Well.
Pardon me, Mrs. Saxon. May I have the pleasure?
Well, how nice. Thank you. Would you?
You probably don't remember me, Mrs. Saxon.
Oh, but I do. I know who you are. You're Damian Tyler. Detective Tyler. You came one day to visit Raven just recently.
That's right. No, this is a magnificent party.
Thank you. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. You're new in Monticello, aren't you?
Yes.
And how do you like living here?
Actually, I'm beginning to enjoy it very much. It's a good city. Of course, I'm not really quite settled yet, but I like the job, I like the men I'm working with, and most of the people I've met so far.
I'm glad to hear it.
Of course, I haven't met that many people, but I have a feeling that I'll be much more at home when I expand my circle of friends.
Tell me, do you know Raven well, or was it Mr. Whitney who invited you to the wedding?
Oh, no, it was Mrs. Whitney who invited me. I know I don't know her that well. As a matter of fact, I just met Mr. Whitney this evening. But I would like to know her. I mean, both of them, very much.
Not in an official capacity, I would hope.
Oh, no, nothing official. Nothing official at all.
Well, I'll be damned. She was telling the truth. What do you say there, Jeff, old boy?
Come on! I was looking all over for you downstairs. I want to have one more dance before we go.
Jody consumed a little bit too much champagne. Oh, no, I don't think so either. I just saw her have one glass, I think. Martine's probably being a little overprotective.
Well, I don't like the sound of that. If you'll excuse me for a minute, I think I'm just going to go check to make sure my little sister is okay.
You need me out.
Jody, where is she? I haven't seen her for the last half hour.
Well, she's out wandering around the garden. She's out there someplace.
What, and you didn't go with her? You just let her go? I mean, you are her escort tonight, aren't you?
In name only. I let her go, yes. Well, have you ever tried to win an argument with your sister?
On occasion, yes. Yes, I guess she does hold her own.
Tell me, is that kind of determination running the family?
I hope so. What's she doing out there, anyway?
I think she had too much champagne to drink. She's not used to it, so she went for a walk to clear her head.
Alone?
No. One of the girls from the dance company went with her.
Why didn't you go with her?
She preferred it that way.
Oh, I see. Well, Kelly, if you see her, would you please tell her that I'm looking for her?
Oh, sure, Nicole. Thank you. Look, I can see that you've been very busy. Are you enjoying all this?
Oh, what a great party. And I think we are getting some great pictures. Really.
Mr. Crown, may I interrupt Miss Bryson's labors to ask
ask her for hints.
But of course, my dear boy. It's about time she had a little fun anyway. She's been so busy. She works so hard all day.
Miss Bryson, may I have this dance?
Why, certainly, sir. Thank you, Carlos.
Not at all. I always like to see the young folks having a good time.
Oh, listen to the old man.
And now, my sweet, I believe that we should go.
My pleasure.
Well, how are you folks doing?
Doing quite well, thank you. Eleanor, you know Sky Whitney.
Of course. Guy, congratulations.
Oh, thank you, my dear.
The powder room.
Right through the library and the campus.
Thank you.
I'll see you back in the door. Congratulations.
Thank you, Gavin.
It's been quite a day, hasn't it?
Yes, it has been quite a day.
Do you have any honeymoon plans?
We're going to be going to New York for 5 or 6 days. We'll be coming back late next week, I believe. Because I've got so much work left on the dance company, I've got to take a look at set designs, costume designs, things like that. Oh, and I've got a meeting with the Musicians Union, which I'm not looking forward to. Well, you know, 100 small details like that.
Yeah, I know. There's quite a lot to do. I suppose it's useless for me to try to get you to push back the date of the opening.
Yes, it's useless. You've already asked me that, Gavin. How are things going on your end?
It's going to be awfully tight.
Well, that is going to be true for every aspect of this production. But we'll make it, won't we? And Jody Travis will make it, won't she?
I don't know if I can say right now. For sure, I mean.
Right, but I am sure that you'll try, Gavin. Yes, I'm very sure that you will try.
Courting influence, you don't mess around, do you?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, when you want to get next to the power and glory in Monticello, you go straight to the top, don't you? Did you see him? Could you believe that, trying to ingratiate himself with Mrs. Saxon that way and so blatant about it?
Well, it can't hurt to know the right people.
Hey, wait a minute. Enough is enough. I did not ask Mrs. Saxon to dance because I thought she was influential. I did it because she happens to be our hostess. And because she's a very charming and delightful woman. In fact, I enjoy her company very much, which is more than I can say about a certain party I can name.
Why, you ingrate. I mean, after all I've done to try to brighten your life since you come to Monticello.
Hey, would you like to dance,
Oh,
John?
no. You are not going to dance with my wife. You'll never get in good with me that way. Besides, I never let her associate with riffraff.
Well, for that, I am leaving.
You have to leave. You've got night duty.
You're right. I guess I don't have much time.
And if you think you're going to take my husband out of here with you, it's over my dead body.
Don't worry, Mrs. Stoner. You can keep Mr. Stoner to yourself all evening. Sure can. Loafer. It's too bad I have to leave such a swell party just to go back on duty. Probably until dawn.
Yeah, well, at least you got here for the best of it. I mean, you were here for all the food and champagne. You know, I keep thinking about somebody else who really is working tonight. Probably making do with a ham and Swiss on rye.
On the contrary, Miss Bannister, I understand your problem. There's just very little I can do about it, so I hope you will understand my situation.
Oh, yes. I understand your position. And I also understand your objectivity, Chief Mallory.
You've talked to the arresting officer. You're obviously dissatisfied with the results, but I can only tell you what I'm sure he told you. Your client has an extensive criminal history. Now, just because this particular case is a relatively minor one, it doesn't mitigate his overall record.
I'm sorry to hear you say that. I was hoping you'd have a little more compassion.
Compassion just doesn't lie within my province. Look, I don't make the laws, I just enforce them. I'm not a judge, I'm a cop trying to do his job.
Just the same, I don't see how you can possibly...
You don't give up, do you?
No, I don't. Not when a client is concerned. Now, look, you admit that the charges against my client are minor? Do you also admit that if he's convicted, he faces a very long period in jail?
An obvious possibility, but again, I'm not the judge and I don't make these decisions. I think you should be talking to somebody in the district attorney's office. Maybe you can get more satisfaction from them, but you won't be able to from me.
Then it's useless for me to ask you to drop the charges.
Totally useless for the last time.
Well, thank you for seeing me. It was nice of you to take the time so late at night. At least I got more courtesy from you than I did from your officer Stoner.
No, I'm sorry. Look, we deal with heavier things around here than just social amenities. Besides, you're new in this law business, aren't you?
How can you tell? Because I still care? Because I'm not cynical?
That's exactly how I can tell.
Good night, Chief Malloy.
Good night, Counselor. But honey, if you came by to pass away the time of day with me, I just can't oblige you. I got too much work to do.
I didn't. I came by to say thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. For what?
For last night. It was wonderful.
Yeah, I've sincerely made my heart grow fonder.
It was the most wonderful night I've had in a long time.
Really? And I would have just settled for breaking into the top 10.
I was hoping that every night could be that wonderful.
I told you there was something we could do about that.
Well, I know that's why I came here. To give you an answer to your question. The answer is yes.
What did you say?
I said I want to be Mrs. Derek Mallory.
Are you serious?
Yes! I want to marry you.
Change our reservations and our times in New York, but we're going to have to be leaving very soon. I'm packed ready. How about you?
Geraldine's doing it.
Well, I'm sure she's going to do a good job. Now, listen, I'll see you upstairs shortly. And I mean shortly.
Hey, punctuality.
Hello.
So, you want to dance with the bride everyone else has?
Of course I do.
Have a nice slow one. Well, you seem a little hesitant.
No, not at all. I guess I'm not very good at this sort of thing.
I think you're very good at this sort of thing.
Thank you.
Having a good time?
I'm having a wonderful time. Unfortunately, I have to leave pretty soon. I'm on late duty.
Oh, no. Oh, no, are you leaving?
Oh, I'm sorry to say we are. We'll have an early day tomorrow. I'm sure you know we wish you in the sky wherever he is. All happiness.
We certainly do, Raven. Many happy years together.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you could share our happiness. And I also hope that our marriage is as successful as yours seems to be. Well, thank you. Thanks so much, Ricky. Thank you. Thank you. And you're beautiful. Good night.
First of all, I just happen to have time for one more dance. May I have the pleasure?
You may not. It seems I cannot go anywhere without you suddenly appearing behind the bush. Don't you have anything else to do but to follow me around asking questions?
Hey, wait a minute. I'm not following you around. You know, I was invited to this wedding, too. I'm not here to ask any questions. This is strictly a social event. I just want to ask, would you care to dance? Now, that's not difficult to answer, is it?
No, not at all. No,
This looks like a very likely couple. May I have a picture, please?
no. I do not want to have my picture taken here with a mother. I am not in custody after all.
My dear lady, who would ever think of such a thing? You looking so beautiful and so innocent.
Thank
funny with the police. You think that's such a wise idea, Miss Duval?
You have no sense in your head. Can you people take your pictures someplace and leave them alone?
You know, I'm very surprised to see you here at all. You were so adamant about refusing your invitation. But here you are looking stupendous and causing a sensation. And making trouble. You have to go there. Same old Martin.
You're the same old fool.
That's exactly what I want them to do, to see us together. After tonight, everything will fall into place quite naturally. Now they've seen us together, so innocently and respectably, the future will become the past, and no one will be any the wiser. Remember, I must have dinner with you one night next week. I'll be in touch.
No doubt, you will be in touch.
Geraldine, that was the most wonderful wedding I have ever had.
Well, that's quite a tribute.
And Skylar and I will never be able to thank you enough.
Raven, I'll be rewarded enough if you and Skylar simply make a success of this marriage.
Well, why do you look so solemn? Don't you think we will?
I think you will if you try. Marriage isn't just a one-sided affair, you know. There's a lot of compromise. You just can't have everything you want all the time. There's a lot of give and take.
Oh, I know that. But Sky, he's so giving, and I wouldn't want to hurt his feelings, so what else can I do but take?
That's what I was afraid of.
What?
Never mind. Now listen to me. This is a very important step in your life. I want you to work hard at it. Work hard to make it a success, Raven. You understand that? Now, I'm going to tell you 3 things before I leave. 3 things to remember. Think before you act. Always mend a quarrel before you're asleep. And never leave your pantyhose hanging in the bathroom.
Thank you.
But now, is everything about ready?
Yes, I think I have everything I need.
Ladies, did you have a good cry?
Oh, yes, dear, it was lovely.
Once more, Geraldine, thank you for everything.
Just be happy, Skylar. That's thanks enough for me. I'll see you downstairs.
Well, darling, this is it. Party's over.
Not the honeymoon. We are going to have a good time. A real good time for a long time.
Oh, look, I'm sorry about having to get so short. I really am. I promise. You're going to take a month, a whole month, and do just as we damn please.
Oh, that's so wonderful. And I know just where I want to go when we do it, too.
Where?
Switzerland.
Oh.
Yes, San Moritz. Isn't that the place in the picture, San Moritz? I'd like to look at that again.
Oh, well, I'll get you